Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to tonight's edition of Kerrash Landing! And in her very own Sidewinder tonight, we have Alien!
Hello!
As some of you may know, Alien now has access to the alpha. Yay!
Yay!
And it's multiplayer. Woohoo! So we can bump into each other. How great is that? Ah, dear. And how much fun have you been having with it today, Alien?
Oh, a fair bit. I managed to figure out how to scoop canisters, which was fun, until I found canisters inside an asteroid.
Gotta love those early bugs, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes, I have clicked away from my window. What have I done? I've clicked away from my window and I've lost all control. Oh, that's a good start to it. Yes, I've been having immense fun with it so far. Obviously, I did have a quick go last night. I couldn't get out of you. I was just frantically just wanted to give everyone a sneak peek of it. And,
Yeah, I did the stupid thing of going to sleep.
What? Terrible. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to restart this now because I just clicked away. Didn't have my friggin' joystick working correctly there. Last night I had an issue. I mean, I was trying to play and I had reset my game controller settings in Windows for some reason, so I lost the boost button again. Luckily I figured that. If anyone does have an issue with that, actually the X52, by default the boost button is this one here, which I'm going to show on the screen right now. It's this little one with the I symbol on. But by default Windows sets it up to be in clutch mode, and if you don't go into the game controller settings and turn that off, then boost will not work and you're just be screaming at it, wondering where button 32 is on this ridiculous set of glowing things here. I have I think I showed this before. It's my official Elite Dangerous mug. Thank you very much to Psycho Cow from the forums for this.
Psycho Cow's promised me one of those mugs, and he was going to send it to me. I said, no, don't send it to me, please. I don't like stuff sent to me. So he's
broken or lost in the process. Yeah.
Until we next have a meet-up somewhere and give it to me in person.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. I'm not sure when the next one will be. I think there's is the maybe the book signing event, or is that going to happen before or after LaveCon? I'm not sure. Sorry?
When is the book signing event?
I don't know. I thought it might be as early as April, but I might have just been reading that. Oh my word! Someone just nearly crashed straight into my head there. Whoa! Hopefully that's coming through on the stream now. Yes, there we go.
Just selected the scenario and got the spinning fight. That's how far behind I am, which people will catch up with.
Yeah, that again.
What people don't realise is I hear Kerrash live, but I watch the stream 30 seconds behind.
Which is a very, very peculiar experience. And
it's more disorientating for me than it is for someone just normally watching the stream.
Who is that? Commander Illuminati! Damn you to heck!
Kill him!
Kill him!
Imperial scum!
He's got me to 11% hull. I just literally come into the scenario like 30 seconds. Damn you!
Yeah.
Damn you!
Yeah.
I pop into the scenario and I get my head blown off. That's just it. See, I've got to restart that now. See, I'm not a fan of the competitive style play. I'm much more. I'd like to collaborate. I can't wait until we can actually, get in with newer players coming into the scenario, because I really love that, helping newer players out and being helped by other players and stuff like. I love that sort of experience.
At the minute, it's crazy. It's just free for all, whatever you're playing.
Yeah. Well, this scenario in particular, it definitely is. I mean, well, that's why it's called free for all. But yeah, I definitely. It's good fun. I don't mind playing it, absolutely, but it's not my preferred style of play, I must admit. But I am up for trying anything out at the moment. I've got 300 credits. Woohoo! I'm trying to select all the friendly players, not because I want to target them or destroy them. It's because I want to try and get their names up so you can see them on the stream. Commander Tregressive.
I noticed a lot of names from the Aliens franchise, the first Aliens.
Oh, really?
And the Aliens film. And I'm not talking human players, I'm talking NPC names.
Ah, right.
Because I've seen a Cat Jonesy.
Oh, right.
A Bishop, spelt with a U and not an O.
Yes, I've seen that actually. I think in the one scenario, I think it's the Commander A Snail there. No, stop shooting at me! Damn you! I'm trying to jump.
I've seen Bert. Bowman.
I think is it. I think it's the capital ship. Is called the Bowman. No, not the capital ship. One of the Anacondas, I think, was called the Bowman.
Bowman, yeah.
Bowman, yeah. Obviously after 2001, which that did make me giggle when I first saw that. So.
Bowman was the pilot with Spunkmeyer in the dropship.
Oh, was it? I
Yeah.
thought it was after. Was it? Oh, who am I thinking of then? In 2001, it's what's the name of the?
Dave Bowman.
It is.
main character.
It is the same surname, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do that, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Bowman. main character. Yeah, actually, yeah, Bowman could be. Now I think about it, Bowman could be from 2001. You're right.
It
But
maybe.
again,
There was.
a cat Jonesy, a bishop.
Yeah, I think I'm just shooting at Bishop now. There we go.
Foxy Sid says, "I want to play."
Oh. Oh, it's not fair. I wish I could just invite everyone over for a LAN party. It would be great fun, but don't think that's going to happen, is it? It's not realistic. But I'll do the best I can and I'll stream what I can. Eventually, yeah, eventually we will have support for that, and it will be one giant LAN game. Oh, someone
I
trying to shoot at me.
I saw Commander Dark Knight earlier today, and on the left panel I selected his ship. That's all I knew who it was, Commander Dark Knight. Selected his ship. He had a bounty for 1,500 something.
Oh my word.
And I pressed print screen to take a screenshot of it, and then I went to paste it into GIMP, and it just came up black.
Oh right. Oh right. So it's, yeah, it might be something to do with the way the window's being rendered. Perhaps might be an issue with that. I'm not sure.
I took a
You've
screenshot.
lost it. Yeah. No.
And it would have been a brilliant screenshot as well.
Commander Ryandor Witchblade. Who's this? Who's this? Commander Gormley. It's great seeing all these names that we've become familiar with on the forum, and then suddenly they're alive and flying around, which is great fun.
But yeah, I've seen a few names from the Aliens films. So,
Yeah, it's funny seeing all these familiar names pop up, I must admit. Cordelia Connors. Now, I assume these are AI ships that are mixed in with us. I'm kind of, I'm trying my best to target AI ships.
I think the human players have CNDR,
Yes, yeah, that seems to
even
be.
if they haven't got a name assigned, because they'll have Commander Alpha Backer hashtag.
Yeah, yeah. Hash
Number.
50,500 and something.
But the AI players will just have a name without the commander in front of it.
Yeah, that seems to be what I've seen as well. Oh, that's some impressive chunks of Cobra Mark III flying about there. Oh, someone's shooting at me. So I've actually managed to get a few more ships off, which is better than my first attempt, I must admit. I'm just trying the old... what was the thing? There was a term on the forum that someone used for it was when you turn chicken and run and just just wildly flounder about trying to avoid laser fire. I forgot what the term was called now.
I think I saw that post.
I think we're going to have to start this common terminology of in-game. Oh, drives malfunction.
It's not the brave
Oh
Sir
no.
Robin, is it?
Brave Sir Robin ran away. I didn't. Oh no, my drives have malfunctioned. Mayday, mayday. Get out the remlock.
YouTube now for singing that.
Oh yeah, oh dear. The bloody content protection system is a bane to all people, I tell you. Your ship has been destroyed, and in the process, how much did I gain? I think I managed to get a few kills off that time without getting completely destroyed in the process.
A number of us on the forums are saying when it comes up your ship was destroyed, we'd like it to say who your ship was destroyed by.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I mean there was a couple of other things I did notice. It'd be nice if the names were stayed on screen for longer, because I think there's it's a bit of a it's just kind of like you only just get right in your radar, you know the name of the thing, and so it's a bit kind of like. It's difficult to see who's attacking you at the moment.
And you have a question.
Oh, excellent. Go ahead.
From Commander Alexander. Hey Kerrash, how's the Rift working out for you on 2.0? Any changes from earlier?
Oh,
Have you
yes.
actually tried it yet?
I did have a quick go on it last night. I mean, I can put it on now if everyone wants to see it. I didn't know. I was going to try and do 50-50 tonight just so people could get a feel for it in both scenarios, but I can definitely put it on. But yeah, the Rift is fantastic. They've definitely fixed all of the things that I raised, so it's even better now. Just the one thing that just stood out to me last night is like they worked hard on getting the shadows working correctly in the asteroid field, and my word, the depth effect that you got from it was absolutely fantastic. I must admit, it really did make it look a lot better. And I've just realised I've closed the one screen when I went back to the menu. You haven't missed anything. I just went to the wrong feed there.
I was looking at the change log earlier because they've put up a thread for the change log, and one of the changes for the was for Oculus Rift that is it known issues?
Yes.
Like no problem. One of them was for the Oculus Rift with the shadows.
Oh, excellent.
Still a known problem.
Yeah, I have noticed it's better. There are some areas where it's still there's a couple of things that don't quite work right. Oh no, I've been DC'd. Oh no, I knew. It's just oh no, it's just typical. Let me just try restarting it quickly. But yeah, I have noticed that some of the distant shadows way off where they're still not syncing up exactly right for left and right eye, but for the close-up shadows it's like wow, you know, you can see the depth on the shadow effects. So I appreciate that they've obviously got that work. And I've been disconnected. Oh no!
Just go to a menu and then back again.
Yeah, that's right. We are. Damn. I refuse to give in. We will get something working. It's going to be a short stream otherwise. So yeah, I know they've been having issues with allowing the logins. So I think it's proved a little bit more popular than what they expected. So they've been having some issues with everyone in the kitchen sink trying to log in all at the same time. So
yeah, they're having a mini stress test, aren't they?
It is effectively, yeah. I mean, it's to go live and then suddenly the whole world wants to hit your one server. 3 more times. What I'll do is I'll shut down the entire launcher because the way that does the authentication might allow me to get back in. Bit of a shame otherwise.
Petrisk is saying people are reporting connection issues in the forums at this moment, this very moment.
No, we're back. Excellent. Right, so let's just jump back in. I'm going to stay in the scenario now. Let's go to the we'll go to the impeccable defense scenario, and hopefully, I made nearly 2,000 credits on that last run. That's not too bad. Not too shabby.
How?
I took out a few people. About 3.
I'm not sure whether to be ashamed to admit it or not, but I haven't killed anyone.
Oh no, trust me, last night I had a quick go on it and it was like a whole new experience in multiplayer. I must admit, it was so different. I didn't really get anywhere useful at all. So I'm going to very quickly oh, someone just flew into me as I was trying to set up the rift there. Okie dokie. Oh,
of course, if they're playing that, they're not listening to your stream. So we can't say to them, "Oi, bugger off."
Yeah. That is the problem. There we go. Right, do we have... No, we don't have head tracking. I'm going to just reconnect that. Now, unfortunately, I may have to reset to get the damn thing to pick up, which is a pain because I didn't have it fully connected. I should leave it plugged in all the time, but it's kind of a pain, really. Let's just restart that. there's a question there from Commander Alexander. Have I flown through the capital ship yet? Yes, I did earlier on because I wanted to see what it was like. I flew right inside, and there appears to be some sort of like docking bay or something at the back, and I was just happily just sat there minding my own business, just oogling at all the 3D-ness of it all. This is typical. Which one about? I'll keep bouncing between being able to connect and having the Rift enabled. So let me just. I'm just going to boot up one of the single-player scenarios to get the Rift working, and then we'll work on reconnecting. Otherwise, it will be a short stream.
So this is why I'd have to wait for the consumer version of the Rift, because I couldn't do all the development stuff on it.
Yeah, it does. It works most of the time. I mean, it's pretty seamless for the most part. That is really odd, having it being in a system with white sunlight again. Yeah, you know, when it works great, and it's not a problem at all. But obviously, it does still have its bugs on it, particularly in a lot of these earlier games. So it does need a bit of work. I'm just going to put it on a bit quick so I won't be able to hear you. Hang on. Right. Going AFK. And this is one of the things, actually, I'll stay here for a second, Aiden, and give you a chance to catch up with the stream, but one of the things they fixed, and you see me like an idiot on the webcam pointing at something which isn't there, they've fixed the screens on here, so all I have to do now is I can look over to the right, and I can just use the buttons on the left-hand part of the X52 controller, and I can just browse through all the menus here to switch everything, which is fantastic. It's exactly the thing I spoke about on earlier streams, actually, is this ability to have these context-sensitive menus. And here I can go through all the targeting menus and everything just by looking at it, which is fantastic. And by looking forward again, that same button on my controller is all about the thrusters, which is excellent. It allows you to have that complete freedom. You don't have to go searching around for buttons 1, 2, and 3 on the keyboard to switch what context your controls are working in. You just point and click away.
Yeah. Deathwatch asks, can you actually read the menus?
Can I? At the moment, the resolution of the Rift, it's just about readable. You kind of have to squint to see all of the writing on there. For example, I could see the first line there says report detected crimes, report crimes against me, and so on. Some of it ship lights, I think that is ship lights. Oops. Yeah.
I think it's lights.
Ship lights. Yeah. So it's just about readable, but that's obviously a limitation in the dev kit of the Rift, which is 720p effectively. So as soon as we have the lovely 1080p consumer kit, that's going to be a lot more readable for people. I mean, the main thing I found about these UI elements to the left and right is they do feel a heck of a lot farther away than what they do when you're in regular view. Do you know what I mean? When you're in the regular cockpit style view, they really feel like, you know, they're right up close and they're as close as your monitor is, sort of thing. At the moment, these things feel like I would have to have my arm, at full reach. I still wouldn't touch these monitors. They feel like they're very, very far away from me, effectively. So that's a bit of an adjustment. But no, they definitely are. They're just about readable, and certainly work well enough to be usable. So let's see if we can connect to the multiplayer scenario now.
I set up the user interface panels on the number pad on the keyboard.
Oh yeah, that's a good place to put it.
So 1, 2, and 3 are the left, middle, and right, respectively. And then 4 and 6 switch between the different menus.
Oh, okay.
Whatever panel you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And then Enter brings you in or out of the user interface mode.
Oh yeah, I suppose that would work quite well, actually. Yeah.
And to do that, I have to take my hand off the joystick. But if you're going to go and look at an interface panel and not look where you're flying, you don't want to be waggling the joystick.
Very true, yes. Alright, here we go. So this is
it works for me, let's put it that way.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, isn't it? Is having the flexibility to be able to, set it up the way that you're comfortable with. I mean, the built-in whoops, the built-in control schemes are all very good, but I can't read the name of that person. Who's that? Commander Gemini? Yeah, the built-in control schemes are very, very good, but having that absolute flexibility is fantastic because it lets you tweak it exactly how you want it. Commander Yan we have there. Who's that? Commander Aleph 1? I'm looking for, what's it, Commander Braben.
You might see him, you never know.
Do you know, immediately the problem with this Commander Charlie Hicks there? Hi, Commander. The problem with having the rift on is...
Did you say Charlie Hicks?
Yes, I think it was, actually.
Hicks was a character in Aliens.
Ah, yes, of course. Wasn't that the was that the robot? The android?
No,
No.
he was the one that survived at the end with Ripley.
Ah, right here. Okay. Whoops.
I can't remember his first name in the film. I don't think it was Charlie.
Oh, bits of ship there. Get out of my way! I want to dock! I want to dock! I've got my lights on, actually.
Blind people.
Yeah, we've got the headlights on. Yeah, there's quite a big landing bay here, actually. I'm just going to like shift out of the way. So this is like, go on, you're clear for takeoff. Come on, you got plenty of... You can fit a Panther Clipper through there, go on. But yeah, but this is quite... Whoa! It's Mike, sorry about that. Who on earth was that? Someone literally just crashed into my cockpit windshield as I looked up. That scared the living daylights out of me. I was just looking up the canyon space between the capital ship there, and this Sidewinder comes slamming into the front of me. Oh my word! Oh dear! But no, definitely the sense of scale you get from this ship is incredible with the rift on. I wish there was an easier way that I could explain it to people, but it's immense. It's like it's a building. It's like a huge skyscraper. Oh, and I'm crashing into it there. If I'm not careful, I'm gonna have to just stick it in reverse. Whoa! I think people just want to be on the air. Who's this? Who's following me about? Commander Alpha Backer 58206. Yes, I'm familiar with that name. Commander Sharpshifter. Let's follow him. I think isn't he streaming right now? Actually, I think.
Yes.
I think he was earlier on actually. So if guys want,
I was watching his stream before you started. Yeah.
Let's
Commander Sharpshifter.
let's go and have a shufty. Yo! Whoa! Oh, that is a really odd feeling, turning the flight assist off and sliding upside down and sideways right next to something. I think when you just got the micro-meteorites flying past you, you can just see all the little fragments is one thing, but having this immense ship here in the background giving you a sense of movement, that really does put that into perspective when you're sliding sideways. This is ridiculous. There's no enemy combat happening here. We're all just kind of like waving at each other and like, oh look, it's that guy, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just immense fun. It's great fun. So I wish there was some way we could get through on the radio chatter now. Obviously, there's no way of doing that at the moment. I don't think there's a built-in text chat or anything just yet. I don't think that's been enabled, has it?
I don't think so. Someone set up a TeamSpeak server. But
yes. Yeah, I think that was Commander Croy. I think there's a thread in the private backer forum. Whoa! We're going sideways. We can still get out of this. Don't worry. Oh, up, down, left, right. Whoa! Oh, it's a tight fit, but we'll get through. That's all right. That's what shields are for. Yes, I think it was Commander Croy. I think has set up the TeamSpeak server, and I was on there briefly earlier on just to say hi to everyone that was there. And I think it's yeah, I mean, if you can get onto the thread on the private backer forums, the password is up there and it's free for everyone to log in, which I thought was very nice of them to get that set up. It's, I will be trying to use that more. I mean, obviously, whilst I'm streaming, I can't be on there. So, if I do get free times to play the game, then I will be on there chatting to people on there. But the problem is, as soon as I've got free time, I want to stream so you guys can see. That's more important.
Someone on the chat called JazzHas1969 says, "Think I'll go and join this scenario. Look out for me."
Ah, Jazz has. I will stay on the scenario a little bit longer then, give you a chance to catch up. Oh!
Ace in your face on the chat is asking, "Are you in a ship or something?"
Yeah, this is... whoa! Yep, he hit that too fast, whoever that was. I'm just going to go back into the thing. Let me back up a little bit. Yeah, at the moment we're in the capital ship. And it's... Oh, who's that up there? I didn't spot you on the ceiling, whoever you are. Yeah, this is the Federation capital ship, and it is absolutely immense. Just probably one of the largest games. I think the Imperial capital ship is probably equally as large. It's approximately 2 kilometers long, what we've seen in the concept drawing so far. I'm just going to back into the corner. And,
did you say there's a docking bay?
Yeah, you probably see it.
Get into it.
Yeah. There's nothing to actually attach to at the moment. I don't know whether it's a docking bay or whether it's just like an internal space. But I'm in it now. You might catch up with it on the stream shortly. Commander, who's that? Commander? No, I can't see who that is. I'm trying to target you so everyone can see who you are. Who are you? Commander Gromit! Greetings, Commander! So this is the excellent thing about this actually, with the alpha. Obviously, everyone's just kind of like nosing around. We can get a really close-up look of the ships here, which is really nice. You can see all the detail and everything on the sidewinders, which it just goes. I mean, this is one of the simplest, smallest ships in the game, but the detail, the immense detail you can get on it, and it's scratch.
Commander Alexander says, "Kerrash, do you need reverse beeps?"
Reverse sensors. I think I will need reverse sensors. Yeah. Oh! We've got a bit of a pile up here. We've got all these ships entering in. Who's that behind? Someone's just come behind us. Obviously, I mean, this docking bay is actually rather large when you look at it.
Commander Sharpshifter's joined us on the chat.
Hey, Commander Sharpshifter. We've got another one in front of me now, Commander Splunk Jammer. Wonderful names.
Sorry, who?
That's Splunk, S-P-L-U-N-K.
Right. Because like I said, Spunkmeyer is a character in the film Aliens.
Ah, right, yeah. So I'm trying to, if I can get out, Commander Yan, Commander Dark Knight. Just trying to give everyone equal airtime. No contacts over here. What else have we got?
Have a look at Commander Dark Knight and see if he's got a bounty on him. Because he did earlier.
Can't see anything
Left
on
panel.
I'm trying to read that. Now I must admit that is probably too small for me to read, I'm afraid. Commander Lee Storm there. Sharpshifter Randall? Commander Randall? No. Yeah, I'm afraid with that I am struggling to... Commander Dark Knight, there we go. I can't see anything about a bounty on there. No, I'm not sure if it shows up. I mean, it might be... fixed on the scenario maybe. It's only the scenarios where you can acquire a bounty, perhaps, that actually shows up at the moment. Whoa, that was close. Dodge out of the way. So we haven't seen, was it Commander Jan wanted to join this scenario? We haven't seen anyone come on yet. So I think I might switch over to one of the other scenarios, because obviously we're not getting any enemies spawn in on this one at the moment, so... I will hop over to the other scenario. Maybe pick another ship, actually, now that I've got my credits back. Because last night I blew all 9,000 credits on the one ship because I wanted to see what it did.
You didn't.
I just wanted to see what the best ship... It had dual sneeze cannons, which was excellent. Really ridiculously powerful. 2 Class 4 pulse lasers, cargo base scanner. Let's see if we can get some ethics and credits going on here. Really
I
like
spent about 1,300 credits on a loadout the first time I tried it. Then I think I got destroyed, got blown up or something.
Oh dear.
And saw that I only had 8,700 credits left, and I thought, right, we're not spending any more.
Yeah.
So the free loadout, played ethics and credits, scooped up 2 cargo canisters. I now have 9,300 credits.
Oh my word. That's the way to do it then. Let's see if we can find some...
Little tip for anyone watching the stream: if you're playing ethics and credits and you scoop up a canister, take it to an anaconda called the Mustopheles Prospector or the Loadmonger. Get it to fly to one of those 2 anacondas quick and get them to... You don't have to do anything, you just have to fly close to them. They buy your canister off you. Get that done quick before you get destroyed by someone. You wouldn't want to scoop the canister and be trying to get to the anaconda and then get destroyed before you sell it.
Yeah, that would be kind of gutting. Now, obviously, I've heard that that's what... I mean, I think Michael did make a comment in the video, actually, about how you do that. That's kind of just placeholder at the moment. Obviously, in the full game, you'd have to physically dock with a space station or something like that to barter to sell your gear or whatever. So.
Yeah, the automatic buying of your cargo is just placeholder.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just saying, get them sold before you get blown up.
Absolutely, yeah. That's that would be just my luck to acquire a canister and then get my head blown off. There we go. I'm just wondering, should I attack someone? Should I attack someone, or should I? No, that's a human player. I'm not gonna make any enemies there. I must admit, my first kill was Commander Mobius, because we were just kind of like staring at each other for a while, and I'm not sure if he accidentally shot me or something, but I blew him up, and I felt really awful after that yesterday. So I'm sorry, Commander. I will make up for it.
We have Edelweiss in the chat.
Ah, greetings, Commander.
Commander Ide? That is? Oh, pardon me.
Let's see, wonder if I have to get to... So, have you actually used the cargo scanner much, Alien, or have you...
I have.
You have, okay.
I keep trying to... I keep going into ethics and credits and trying to scoop up canisters. So I think I've gotten the hang of scooping up... I've only scooped up 2, mind, but I've gotten the hang of using it.
Yeah, I must admit, I mean, some people might not have spotted this, but there is actually... the default key binding is not set up for the X52 controller, so if there is someone out there trying to using it...
set up for any, because I had to bind it to something.
Yeah, I think by default it doesn't have an option. I think that's obviously...
I bind mine to the letter O on the keyboard. O for open.
Yeah, good. Open the cargo bay doors, hell.
It's been that in other games. I think it was something like that in Oolite.
Oh, was it? Oh, right, okay.
So to me, it's just natural to have the O key for the cargo bay doors open.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said earlier, I mean, it is that question of getting something which is comfortable for yourself, isn't it? Really. Whoops, he's out of my. There we go.
And as Michael said on the forum, once you bind it to something and you press it, and you have the little widget thing come up, you can just leave it, fly around like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Use the left panel to target your cargo canister, fly up to you, and then you use the crosshairs to line up with the cargo canister. And I noticed the square lines around on the outside,
yes,
as they turn red, indicate if you're going too fast.
Ah, excellent. I was wondering about whether you could crash into the damn canisters like you used to be able to on the previous games, which tended to be what happened to me 90% of the time when I was trying to scoop canisters. Okay, we seem to have a... I don't know whether it's my computer is struggling to render all this at the moment, but the frame rate is dropping quite low. I'm not sure how that's coming across on the stream. Who is that, and what are you doing here?
It's probably, if it's mining, it's probably an NPC. And it's probably called Augustine.
Just wonder where he went. No, there's a ship which is now gone red on my radar, so I imagine that's a player who's now acquired a bounty for attacking someone, isn't it? Commander Tux. Oh, Commander Tux, why have you got yourself a bounty? I really don't want to shoot you.
Is it the big bounty?
It's on the left panel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trying to...
Select ship.
And he just crashed into me. Thanks for that.
Please, take my bounty. I don't want my bounty. Now, earlier I was sat right by an asteroid because I took a screenshot and I was trying to upload it to the forum. And I can still hear the game sound while I'm trying to upload the screenshot to a post on the forum.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I hear someone pew-pewing me.
Just as you're off
And
the
all
side
I'm
of the
doing
screen.
is sat, literally pointing at this asteroid. I'm not even pointing at another ship. So I tab back into the game, and I turn around, and there's this ship right in my face, shooting at me. So I just up to the throttle and rammed in.
Ramming speed, Captain.
It destroyed my ship, I blew up, but I thought, the cheek of it!
I was AFK.
Just creep up on me and shoot at me from behind, why don't you?
I think that's one thing that's probably worth putting a ticket in for. We need an AFK indicator. Absolutely. So I'm just gonna...
I'll be honest with you, Kerrash, and I think if your ship is just sat there doing nothing because you're AFK and someone comes along and shoots at you, I'm sorry, that's fair game. Even though it happened to me, I still think it's fair game.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking, I mean, not something which changes the gameplay mechanics, but something that just gives an indication. It's like, you know, I'm currently not at the controls. You want to shoot me? That's fine. It's just rude. So you're gonna you're gonna get a bad name for yourself, and just leave it up to the players to kind of, you know, decide how that gets treated.
Isn't this how the bounty system's going to end up working?
Yeah, pretty much. I think
if you shoot at someone who hasn't got a bounty on them, hasn't done anything wrong, hasn't shot at you, isn't hostile to you or anything like that, and you just go along, shoot them and kill them, you then get a bounty put on you or something.
Yes.
That's how the bounty system's supposed to work, I think.
Yeah. So I've noticed there's some things on there that if you don't have your guns deployed, you retract your hard points, then you turn up green on everyone's radar anyway. So as soon as you deploy your weapons, you're going to go yellow or amber on everyone's scanner. So there is that kind of that middle zone where it's like, you know, you could be hostile, but you haven't made a move yet. But then as soon as you do make a move, it's like, right, yeah, now you're in trouble because you've just incited the wrath of everyone.
Yeah.
I think I have just borked this up trying to take the rift off my head.
Have you broke it?
I have broke it. I certainly have broke it. Bear with me. Loving it. Technical issues. We've got to love technical issues. That is the beauty of being live, I suppose.
The chat is moving at a...
It's an astounding pace, yeah. I literally
yeah.
just lifted the rift off to have a look at it, and I'm like, oh my god. Yes. Speeding past now.
That's okay. We like an active
yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's all about the community here, so yeah. Let's zoom that down, and there we go. Multiplayer just takes a second for it to get a connection with the server there, so let's get back into it. What I might do actually is, because I think my Something's not quite right with my machine at the moment. I think I've got too many things running in the background, so I'm going to drop some of the settings down, which might help. Just put that on. There we go. That should help definitely. Right. So let's try one of those. We got 11,000 credits. So let's have a look at what we've got on here. The Revolution, 2 Class 4 multi-cannon with armor-piercing rounds and a heat-sink ejector. Tri-burst pulse laser. Ooh, that sounds fun. Let's have a look at what we've got. Endless war scenario. I think that's the one which is going to be crowded, but hey, it should be fun. I think.
I don't think I've seen that scenario yet. Is that the capture one?
No, the very first one where you're completely factionless and you get to choose a side right at the start there. But I think a lot of people last night were just logging in and playing that because it was like no one was looking at the scenario select. They were just like play. let me in. So that scenario was ridiculously crowded last night, and you could not move an inch without getting blown to pieces.
Commander Alexander asks, are you experiencing much lag?
On that last scenario, yeah, that did get a little bit laggy. I think there was quite a few people in there. So I mean, that's the only time that I've had an issue with it, but I'm not sure if that's down to my machine rather than the actual game. So I will keep testing away and reporting any issues. New hashtag there from Deathwatch.
I was about to mention that.
Hashtag we crashed.
Hashtag sneeze cannon.
yeah, I like that one. Yeah, I'm getting a few drop frames on here, so I'm not sure if it's...
I wonder if they'd appreciate me submitting a ticket saying I want the railgun to be nicknamed Sneeze Cannon.
Yeah, cool, put it in.
I think they might tell me off for abusing the ticketing system.
Well, yeah, I mean, the question is how far do you go with something like that? I mean, comments and suggestions, I think, should go up on the forum, really. I think there's an area for things like that in there.
There is an alpha feedback thread, if I remember right.
Yes, yeah. So I think that's the place to go for comments and
just
suggestions.
for general feedback, I mean.
Yeah, and obviously things which are genuine bugs and issues, obviously that needs to go back through the ticketing system to be more effective, so they can get that straight away. So let's get back in. Where was I? Right. Yeah, let's try this. Try pulse laser thingy bob. I quite like the burst lasers. Actually, they're kind of halfway house. You know what I mean? They like a pulse laser, but you get a few shots off. So
I like the gimbaled lasers, I have to admit.
yes, yeah. So they've got a slight amount of tracking, not much, but enough that you just keep in the thing. Commander Nosno, then who am I talking to? I'm talking to Commander Alien. I assume he's referring to me. So
I was about to type into the chat and answer that.
oh, right, okay.
It's okay.
Rightio, let's have a look at where we are with this then. So we have... Okay, do we have any friendly targets? No.
Isn't friendly targets a contradiction in terms?
Well, I suppose, yeah. It's a bit of an oxymoron. Commander Neville Clavin and Commander Lobsternicus. There's some names. I apologise if I'm not pronouncing everyone's name correctly. Who's this? Not sure who you are. I'm gonna try and target a ship that someone else who's currently friendly is targeting, and then hopefully we can kind of team up an ad hoc group.
Oddball! Oddball's in the chat.
Hey, greetings, Commander. I think I saw you early on. Yes.
That's my other dog.
Oh. I think I did saw you earlier on in a scenario, and I specifically didn't shoot you. I just followed you around for a bit. So sorry if you were getting paranoid.
I've got 60 feet of bridge and a marching band here, Oddball. I can get 60 feet of bridge anywhere. You've got to watch Kelly's Heroes to get me. Oddball and I had fun right from the Kickstarter because I'm a big fan of the film Kelly's Heroes.
Oh, right.
As is Oddball, obviously.
Oh, that turbo boost doesn't have kick. Way. Oh dear, dear, dear. See, now I want the new Oculus Rift with the positional tracking, so moving around like a moron actually does something useful. Well, this one's just flying away. He's no fun. Just running away.
Oddball says his alpha keeps crashing.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I keep doing that, sorry. Yeah, I have heard that a few people are having several issues with it at the moment, which
I've
is such a
crashed
shame, really.
twice. When I say crashed, I don't mean crashed into an asteroid. I mean the game has crashed on me twice.
Yeah, it's unfortunate people are having issues now at this stage, but I mean, certainly after we had a really good start with the first version of it, and there was absolutely no issues at all. I don't think anyone had any serious problems with it. So, you know, so it is to be expected. I mean, it's an alpha. We've got to be fair to them, really.
But I mean, to be fair, they are running 4 different servers, at least, because you've got the 4 different scenarios.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was something that someone asked me earlier on, actually, was how the server setup thing works. And I'm not really sure, but by what they've told us already about how the matchup works, the fact that most combat is P2P and everything else like that, it's a bit of an odd thing to describe, because it's quite unique to this game. Really, is the way they've done the server literally used for authentication and matchmaking and all that sort of business, and then the actual gameplay, you know, connecting with other players and all, seems to be entirely P2P and everything. So, oh, look at that. That's the closest I've got to a Cobra. Look at that sexy looking. There you got the little hatch there with the doorway. Excellent. Sorry, I know I shouldn't be oogling the ship. I should be blowing the damn thing up, but it just looks so cool. Look at it. We get that now. If I get it close enough, you see, there's 2 little ladders either side of a little. Got to have the handrails. Got to have the handrails. That's why the Death Star failed, because they didn't have handrails. I'm just going to ignore him. He's obviously broken right now. Let's have a look at who are you? No, you're 7 kilometers away. Nobody wants to play with me. I can't find anyone. We're in the Iota Cruxus system, aren't we? So that giant, that's an orange giant star, and I think the Iota Cruxus system in reality is a binary system. So there should be a yellow dwarf star around. Obviously, we can't get to that because it's in an order of light years away from where we are at the moment, and we don't have the hyperdrives enabled yet. But when we do, we'll be able to get there, which would be nice. So I'm not a fan of this ship, actually, because this particular pulse laser, burst laser, doesn't have gimbaling on it, which it's a little bit more tricky to aim, I must admit. Getting a few hits off. Boom! Whoa! Someone flew past me. I heard it before I saw it. Ooh.
Deathwatch says in the chat, I hope if you fire a heat sink towards someone else, you can freeze their screen.
Kind of the space equivalent of dumping the waste from the toilets on an airplane, then just cover their windscreen in frozen shards.
Odd says, Kerrash, I'll join you if I can. What scenario are you in?
Oh, which one are we in? This is the first scenario, the one where you not the free for all, but the one where you don't have a faction to begin with. So I can't remember what it's called. No, that was the one with the capital ship. This is the one, right. The very, very first scenario. So yeah, that'd be cool if we can see you on there. We'll have to stop and wave at each other.
I have to admit, with the 2.0, it really feels like you're starting to get more into. It's more like the game now, because you've got credits. You can earn credits by
Mhm.
cargo canisters and backpacks and things. You can fit different weapons.
Yes, yeah, definitely. It's definitely more. It's getting there, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
more gameplay in there. It's becoming more solid with it with every version, I think, and it's so exciting to see it kind of piece together over time. Um, oh, okay, that was an issue there. I think the ship just disappeared. I don't know whether my network is still up. Maybe. Yep. Okay, that was an old one. But yeah, we're definitely starting to see more and more bits of the game come together, and it's really exciting to see it start to mesh into a whole. And I mean, I can see when this all does actually fit together, there is going to be so much game here. I don't know how we're going to fit it all in. I'm going to have to book some time off of a sabbatical or something. 5 kilometers away. I'm not going to hit you yet. All power to forward weapons, sir. Okay, I'm starting to get some slowdown again at the moment. I'm not sure if the frame rate is obvious to everyone watching the stream, but it's slowing down again now. I don't know why that is.
How many players are there?
I
At any time.
I don't know. I mean, I know we've been told that was it 32 was probably going to be a
But
reasonable
are they
amount.
doing that now?
Maybe. Looking at that scanner, it's just as you said that, I looked down at the scanner and noticed the number of dots on there, and there's a lot. So I'm not sure if that's what's causing me the lag right now, or whether my computer is screwing up at this point.
Because I'm thinking, if there's a lot of people, that is what's causing lag.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be what the issue is actually. I might have to. I might just have to take the Rift off for a bit actually, because this is one of the things which is the problem with the VR stuff actually, is the frame rate is the biggest thing,
Yeah.
and if you drop that if you drop a few frames on there, it becomes not just unplayable but unbearable. It really does make you feel quite ill. So I'm gonna have to take that off for a second, otherwise I'm sure nobody wants to see me vomit live.
The reason I mention a lot of players causing lag is I play a game called Mist Online Uru Live.
Oh yes.
And we've had some events in there where we've had like 110 people in a room.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 110 avatars.
Wow.
In a room. And
All
you
in a
try
single
moving
room.
around in that and you just can't.
Yeah, utter
The lag
chaos.
is so bad.
Yeah, and that's I think that's the problem with online games like that, is that that kind of syncing up so many different disparate machines on all these different locations is a real problem. I'm going to switch to a ship.
Greg is saying in the chat he was getting frames per second issues and now the game has crashed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's something to do with the networking stuff at the moment, I think, because I'm not sure if they've actually applied a limit, because I know they spoke about having an upper limit of 32. I mean, what they may have done, this is unsubstantiated, of course, I'm just waffling, but they may have just left the cap open on the top end to see how many players they can deal with in a particular scenario, so that they know what they can cap it at when we all start playing for real. So there we go, that's better. Just a quick restart on the scenario seems to help there. Excellent. See if we can find someone, some friendly target. Where's the next friendly target? Who's that over there? Commander Nazarene. Commander Oddball! We found him!
Yay!
We're fly around behind him. I'm on your 6, Commander. Ooh, I
There's
better slow
only
down.
2 names I've seen that I think I recognise. One is Commander Dark Knight, who I do recognise from before, and the other one is Bat Crazy Roy.
Oh,
That
right.
must be an NPC.
Yeah, there are some fantastic names that have been thrown around, but I quite like what they've done actually. Is you know, the names are actually believable. They're not completely crazy names, you know. Not like some of these games where you get it. It's like.
Well, I'm wondering if the names for the NPCs we're seeing in the alpha scenarios Are they taken from the NPC database that all the backer apps
I'm not
submitted?
sure. I mean, they maybe. I'm not entirely sure where they've done that. We're gonna have to check and see. I don't know how we'd figure that out. But,
Ask a question on the forum.
well, yeah, true. Yeah, see whether they have actually done that. Oh, damn me. We are getting a lot of human players. Commander Rusty was there. Who is shooting at me? Who the heck? See, this is the problem I've had now. Is it's like, ooh, I know that guy. Get him. Which just see what I mean?
See that status thing up in the top right? That could be saying being attacked by.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you need something like that. Commander Braben is just taking you out. It's always when I pick a really expensive ship that something like that happens. 2 pulse lasers, a gimbaled pulse laser. Yeah, I think that's gonna make.
But this is why I'm picking the free loadouts.
Yeah, absolutely. I think.
For.
Yeah, for playing around, it's definitely worth just having to go with free loadouts. I think for now, but there was one scenario I wasn't doing too badly on actually, so I will have to go away and play a bit more. Alpha Backer 58206, you keep showing up. Whoever you are, you need to get your name updated on the website.
Now, someone asked on that. We bought the Alpha in the store.
Yeah.
And we're showing up as Alpha Backer number whatever in the game. How do we get our commander name? Someone asked this on the forum, and I think the general answer is PM Ashley.
Yeah, just have a quick shout out to Ashley, the community manager, and he can sort that out for you.
I think seems to be half the answers on the forum is PM Ashley.
Yeah, exactly.
Ashley.
Yeah, it's like his inbox must be 20 times bigger than anyone else's. But yeah, no, I think you should be able to do it through the backer application and get your name updated and confirmed, because I think it needs to be registered with them. I think there's just a short approval process to make sure that you're not, you're not abusing the system. You're not having anything like an abusive name or anything like that. So I think that's the only thing that you need to do.
Greg on the chat is saying he just uses the basic twin pulse lasers and he's currently on 25,000 credits.
Wow, that's impressive. Congratulations. Yeah. I wish I could get somewhere near that. I see, I need something.
I think I might start a thread on the... it'd have to be in the Alpha Forum for now, of your stats and screenshots.
Yeah, that might be worth doing actually.
You know when you got the multiplayer scenarios up?
Yeah.
Just before you click on launch. Well, in the middle you've got stats. I don't know if you've tried clicking on that yet.
Yes, I did have a brief look at it, yeah.
And it lists what your stats are.
Yeah, I might bring it up shortly for people to have a look at in a minute. I expect my stats are rather embarrassing, but I will bring that up to let everyone have a look at that in a second. I'm just trying to find another target I can shoot. There you go. Who's that? A Cobra. That's bound not to be a human player. It's Bishop again. Kick your backside. See, I got this thing. I don't like attacking the other human players. I'm not that sort of person who goes around hunting down other players. But,
well, I don't, but people have been shooting me, and when they start shooting me, I want to turn around and shoot back at them.
Oh yeah. If they fire first, then it's no hose bars. Then the gloves are off.
Yeah.
Wee, bit of flight
Oddball
assist up
says,
there.
"Hey Kerrash, I saw you and waved, but my Alpha crashed again. I had to Control-Alt-Delete out of the game."
Oh, that's why he disappeared. I was following him for a while. That's a shame. Damn it.
He did wave.
He did wave. We're gonna have to set up some kind of like temporary signal. Perhaps we'd like rotate 180 in opposite directions or something. Like, "Hi, Commander," until we can get.
Shifter says, "It's just us two now."
We're the only humans left. Oh my! Oh dear! You know what? I think my my game's just locked up. Actually, damn it! And I was getting close to taking him out as well. Never mind. Yeah, I've lost it. There. Damn, 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 double damn, triple damn. Never mind.
Well, that laser gimbal's quite an angle.
Yeah, yeah, it's not too bad actually. I kind of like that. You know, it's just it gives you enough of a aiming assist that it's you can fly around quite nicely and be effective with it. There we go. What are we doing? And now I've been disconnected again. Wonderful. So I'm just going to try the trick that I tried earlier on, which seemed to help. Go into a scenario, ditch out of a scenario, and then go back to multiplayer. So obviously this whole multiplayer menu as well, like I think Michael did mention it briefly on the video update, the multiplayer menu is entirely placeholder at the moment, just to allow you to cycle through the scenarios and have a look at what's available. Obviously when we are in the full game, it's just going to be seamless. We're not going to see the edges. It's just going to be you're either in your own group or you're playing multiplayer, and it's just going to be completely seamless. There we go. So that's an interesting trick. So if you have issues out there trying to get into the multiplayer, then just try going into a single player scenario and coming back. That may help you. So I'm just
Sharpshifter is saying you're just spiraling around in my view.
Yeah, I had a. So I'm still in the scenario, am I? I wonder if I can reconnect and get back into the same place. Right, I'm back in the scenario now. Let's see if we can spot anyone we know. Commander Balvida. Hi there, Commander. I got Commander Jax.
Greg says,
Commander
remember
Nicomac.
everyone to keep submitting the bug reports. While having fun, we need to report issues.
Yes, absolutely. Any issues that anyone has is most important that we get them across the frontier as soon as we can, so that they can figure out why it's problematic and why people are having issues. Definitely, it's all solvable. I mean, all these things they just need time. So
yeah. Oddball says also mine was running in Jerko Vision, real slow frame rates.
yeah, which I think it seems to be something to do with the way the networking works at the moment. There's when we have this number of players. Oh dear! Whoops! Sorry, I just shot someone who went across my field of vision. Then, yeah, there definitely seems to be issues when we have lots and lots of players in these scenarios. We're having issues with the network at the moment, which is all doable. I mean, I've noticed the game is actually logging network responses out and everything, so any crashes and whatnot would be useful for Frontier to browse through those dump files and see what's going on. See if we can
I still have to do the single player scenarios.
Oh, you haven't managed to... Oh, of course, because you were quite late coming into the alpha, weren't you? So
Yeah.
You haven't had a chance yet, really, have you?
Number 4. I think I tried it once, number 4. Against
Right.
Got my ass handed to me.
Yeah, it is surprisingly difficult, isn't it? I must admit, I was surprised at how difficult it was. I was a little bit kind of concerned, thinking they might have dumbed it down a little bit, because a lot of games in these days have been heavily nerfed to appeal to more people. But no, they have kept faithful to it. It was very, very difficult. It's not impossible, but it did take a lot of practice and thought about what you were doing.
Yeah.
Come on. 11% hull. I hope no one else steals my kill now. That would really annoy me. I got his shields down, got him down to 11% hull, and if someone else was to take him out, that would really annoy me. Oh. Yes! Contacts destroyed. Didn't I get any credits for that? I thought I would have got credits. Oh, that sucks.
You say that about stealing the kill. I've seen that a lot in Star Wars The Old Republic.
Really?
In the MMO. Where you're fighting like a big nasty that takes quite a bit to kill. So you whittle it down to pretty much all of its HP, and then someone comes along and just gets the last blow in and takes the experience points.
Oh, that would be very annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen that.
yeah. That is a bit of a pain in the backside, isn't it, when that sort of thing happens?
I used to stand back and watch, and if I could see that they were handling the monster on their own,
Mm.
fine. I'd just stay there and watch. I wouldn't do anything. If I thought they were struggling, I'd go in and help. But I wouldn't kill the monster. I'd let them kill it. If you
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. Let them take the reward for it, but give them assist. And that's one of the things I'm interested to see how they balance that in this game actually, because that's something that I would enjoy doing. I would enjoy helping someone, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to put myself in a position where I'm trying to help and I end up taking some of the credit for what they are trying to achieve. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that, but at the same time, I still want to help. So I'm hoping there's a balance there that you don't get the bounty because you've done the majority of the work. You can still kind of share some of that. That would be nice if we could do that.
Well, there's the alliance system that Frontier want to implement, isn't there? Where if
Yeah.
you're part of the alliance and you take on the mission, you all share the rewards.
Yeah, yeah. Now that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out for real when we get a lot of us in there, because obviously the grouping in that alliance system isn't actually enabled at the moment. Which is a shame, because it would be nice if we could actually meet up with everyone. But just having these random encounters and bump into each other is fun enough, actually.
What makes me laugh with the alliance system is someone started a thread saying, please think about implementing a guild system.
And it's like,
And it's like, well, that's what it is. It's just called an alliance. It's
yeah,
dead.
it's just a different thing, and it works in a slightly different way, but it still allows you to group up and, stay in touch with people and work together, which is all a guild, it really is. So, oh, Bishop is moving again. So I've noticed a couple of these AI opponents seem to be they hightail it and disappear. So I imagine there's an outer boundary on some of these scenarios at the moment. Obviously, won't be there when the full game is there.
Oddball says he was following one and it just vanished.
Yeah, yeah, I think I've noticed that as well. Like I said, I think there's some sort of limit to the scenarios at the moment. Out at a certain distance, the ships just seem to disappear. So I got no more enemy targets. I'm gonna have to pick a non-hostile target and go nuts. Who was that?
I'm going to have to go AFK for a minute.
Yep, no problem. Oh, thanks.
I'll mute myself.
Okie dokie, thank you. Oh, we've got a hostile behind us. We've got hostiles. I'll quickly check the chat window whilst everyone's in there, so I'll keep you guys involved. Yeah, so yeah, I think we're all seeing some things like that with some of the AI ships seem to be popping out of the sessions. I think they running off into the distance. I think that's currently because there's a limit around these scenarios at the moment. But now the obviously the full game is going to be completely open-ended. We can do whatever we want with that. So let's have a go in the free-for-all. Class 3 Gimbaled Pulse Laser. One of my favourites. I am rather a fan of the railgun though, that is my personal favourite. Rightio. Utter free-for-all, so... Commander Maxim Kammerer? Oh, some great names I must admit. Commander Sharpshifter. I'm going to come and give you some assistance, sir. I wish we had some sort of way of signalling at the moment. Obviously it will come, we will have in-game chat and whatnot, text chat if nothing else. But just a way of signalling to say, hey, I'm on your... Ah! Commander Slockenbergius! I could, see, ideally what I want is to know what the target's target is. So I can help out with anyone who's having issues. That's what I'd like to be able to do. Yeah, there is a lot of human players here. I'm gonna pick you because you're a cobra. You look like you're Bat Crazy Roy. Let's come and give Sharp Sister some help here. I'm on your 6, Commander. Oh, sorry, Sharpshifter. That was probably you, wasn't it? I apologise.
And I'm back.
Hello there. I think I just accidentally slid straight into the side of Sharpshifter.
Oh dear.
I was trying to help. I was trying my best to help, and I did a really sharp turn and with the flight assist off, and just crashed sideways, which didn't help. Yes, I seem to have another issue at the moment. These AI characters just get stuck in these spirals, and I can't seem to do any damage to them. I assume that's something to do with this scenario. There we go, Sharpshifter. Sharpshifter's probably seeing the same thing right now. Who's that? I have no idea who you are. Augustine, probably an AI. You're spiraling off into the distance as well.
Irocco asks, what's that reticule above the speed indicator?
Oh yes, the little radar thing. If I point myself at the nearest planet, you can see it becomes obvious then when I do that. It's the old radar signal that you used to have on the very original version of Elite, not Frontier Elite 2, I don't think it had one, but the original version of Elite had the little radar, which basically, if I turn away, it points you to the nearest planetary body or moon or something like that. So I'll spin around slowly. You can see it just disappears off the edge of my radar there. So yeah, really handy little indicator. So if you're out in the middle of space somewhere and you don't know where the heck you are, oh, Commander Shims, I'm sorry, but you are red on my radar, so you're going to get it.
It lets you orientate yourself back to the planet, which isn't much use at the moment. But at some point further down the line, when you're going to want to fly to the planet,
Yes.
or possibly a space station orbiting the planet, that's when that little indicator
That's going to be incredibly useful, especially when we get to the absolute, you know, like real distances that we're going to see in when we have the what's it called, the frame shift drive, and you know, the various modes of transport, which are going to make a huge difference then, because obviously when you're that far away from a planet, it's going to be absolutely invisible. You really are not going to be able to see it from thousands and thousands of kilometers away, or millions.
I wonder if they're going to do with that indicator, the planet indicator that we're just talking about, I wonder if they're going to do with that in Elite Dangerous what you can do with it in Oolite. Because in Oolite, when you buy a certain piece of kit, nav computer I think it is, or something like that, you can cycle through different things to target on with that little indicator.
Oh right, no, I didn't realise you could do that. No.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I've just made a bunch of enemies. See, I wouldn't.
So it could be with the Elite Dangerous, you could have, like, this wanting to do the points of interest, so you could cycle through different points of interest, and it, or you use it to orientate yourself to that point of interest, so you could fly straight to it.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Maybe they will do something like that. I mean, it definitely, because they mentioned about the whole POI system, so you could pick where you want to go to and everything. So yeah, maybe that will be the case. I've just noticed I'm 12 kilometers away from the beacon. I think that's the furthest distance from anything in any scenario I've gone so far. Ooh, I'd love to try that. I know we won't get anywhere, but it'd be really interesting to see how far I can get from this scenario. To just put boost on maximum and see how far I can go. So hang on, there's one moon there, and there's another here. So we're actually they're actually either Moon B orbit in the Iota Cruxus system. So planets seem to be named numbers and moons seem to be named alphabetic letters at the moment. I don't know whether that's an intentional... Yeah, it might just be placeholder for now. And obviously there's going to be a name generation system and everything built in. And there's actually the manual overrides for the manually named planets and moons and everything. So
Commander Jan's joined us.
Woohoo! Greetings, Commander Jan. Seven contacts gained. Let's get you into shooty range. Come on. Come on. Come on. Scooching sideways here. There we go. So I don't seem to be gaining any credits for this at the moment. I don't know whether it's the way I'm doing it. Maybe I should be attacking people that are
You should
hostile.
be attacking those with bounties on the head.
Ah, right.
That might be why you're not getting credits, because you're not attacking the people with bounties on the head. Excuse me while
There it is, yeah.
okay.
No worries. Yep, I'm attacking people with 0 bounty, so let's just outright bloody ignore him. Never mind.
Sorry, once I open a packet of Jaffa cakes, I can't stop.
Like Pringles.
I was tempted to do the full moon, half moon, autumn.
The clips.
I don't think there'll be that many people that will get that reference.
Right, let's get back into the fray. So I just shot off because I noticed my shields were getting battered, and I'm down to 43% hull. So I thought I'm going to hide out of the way for a minute.
And your mic's gone quiet.
Oh, sorry. Just get that setting right there. So let's have a look. Who have we got on target?
Commander Jan says your stream is better today. You had some issues yesterday with yesterday's stream. Pity. I'd gone to bed just before you started yesterday, so missed it.
Oh, damn, that's a shame. Yeah, I was...
Nothing, Commander Jan. I was already in bed, asleep, when Kerrash wanted to stream. I knew nothing about it.
Yeah, I was frantically trying to beep... Oh, Commander's Blintz! Yay, hi!
I take it you're seeing him in the game.
Yes, he's it. Yes, he's it. That's the odd thing now. I'm seeing all these people show up against Commander Plumber. So this is probably the easiest way to do it. I can just have a look at the list on the left-hand side here of everyone popping in. In the moment, no one seems to have any damn bounties.
I've noticed with the left panel, they all come up as like Sidewinder, 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 and I'm having to target them, fly near them, and then they pop up as a name on the...
Yeah, there definitely seems to be some sort of like scanner range mechanic built in, which makes it interesting. You actually have to, get close enough before you realise something's a target. And I think that's going to be an interesting mechanic actually, because you don't immediately know whether a target's hostile, and realistically you wouldn't. If you couldn't tell one Sidewinder apart from another. It's only when you get close enough and you see that skull and crossbows painted on the side that you should have hightail it and get out of there. Commander Lenslock. Nice.
Oh, fair play to you. Like the name Lens.
Nice one. What have we got? Was that Cat Jonesy? Nobody has bounties. Nobody has bounties at all, which means I cannot earn any credits. That is such a friggin'
Jonesy
annoyance.
was the cat in the first Alien film.
Ah, yes.
That's why Cat Jonesy. Look,
Cat
like I've been saying,
Jonesy,
there's
a
things
lot
in
of references, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not as familiar with the Alien franchise as I am with some others. I think if it was Red Dwarf, I'd get every reference. But
considering my nickname is Alien, I kind of get the Alien films.
I should hope.
Mentioned quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm more of the Red Dwarf, Hitchhiker's Guide sort of sci-fi area. So any references like that. Someone said something today actually. What was it? I can't remember what it was. There was something they said. Oh, the answer to everything seems to be blah 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 blah. And someone said no, it's 42. And I said but what's the question? 6 times 7, of course. No, I don't seem to be getting anyone with any bounties on this one, so I'm just going to have a quick shifty. What's it? 9 o'clock now. Oh my word. see if we can get to the ethics and credits. Now I notice on that one actually people did have bounties, so let's. Yep, let's just get the free ship with the cargo bay scanner, and I'll have a quick go at trying to get some credits, because I need to get some money back now. Now, I don't know whether or not they're doing this, but since last night, my credits reset to 10,000. So I don't know whether they're doing a 24-hour reset, or whether they're just doing, every time there's something they need to update, they're resetting it. I'm not sure exactly how that's working at the moment, but they're definitely, I got some of my credits back, so not a worry at the moment. Obviously,
that also works the other way. If you start piling up credits like Greg was doing with the 25,000 credits, it will reset back to 10.
That would be slightly annoying, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a go at.
But you can't have it give you 10,000 credits and then not reset when you've got more than 10,000. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think with a lot of things you see that in a lot of alphas and betas and whatnot, is that they do have to reset. Yeah, you do have to reset everything at some point. So who are you, Commander Grey? Is that the Commander Grey?
Darren?
It may well be. Is that what his name that he chose? I'm just gonna just stand up. Hi. Oh, what happened there? I think. Did someone shoot at him? He just disappeared. Maybe he got disconnected. Oh, that's a shame.
I'm going to film The Usual Suspects now, and just like that, gone.
No, that's not a commander name. It's what's it? An AI ship there. Dak Fader. I like that. Oh, someone's shooting. Someone's pew-pewing. Where's those lasers? Oh, there they are. Who's that? Commander Alpha Backer 58005.
Again.
Nice.
I've not been keeping track of the numbers, so I honestly don't know if it was the same number again. I'm just...
No, it's... yeah. Oh, what have I done? I think... Yes, I've broken it. I think I moved away to check the... thing. Yeah, I'm getting a few drop frames tonight, which might be causing a few issues with some of the things on it. Yeah, I've got.
In the chat, Narratic is saying the stream is lagging for him and you're skipping frames, but it's streaming for me. You're fine.
Yeah,
there's some game lag coming through, but that's not the stream. That's the game.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell the difference. I must admit, even for myself, I keep checking back at the preview window, and it's like, is that no, it's just me. So yeah, hopefully that's it's not too bad for everyone. I think with that, I might just we'll take a 5-minute break actually, and I'll come back and do a bit more in a second. I will if I can get this going, I might just leave it in a scenario and see how long I survive when I'm not paying attention. Which will probably be all of about 5 minutes. But which scenario shall I leave it in, Alien? What do you reckon? Shall I leave it in the impeccable defense? We'll let everyone oogle at the capital ship.
I was going to say free for all, but you probably wouldn't last.
Yeah, it'd be like you be dead. So let's just set that up. I will.
At the minute, I'm looking at the splash screen, so it doesn't matter what scenario you leave it in. I'm looking at the game.
There we go. Okie dokie, I'll get that set up. I'll turn the webcam off because you don't want to see an empty seat whilst I'm staring at things.
No.
And who have we got in here? We've got Commander Tux, Commander Nicomac, Commander Chloe, Gemini, Houlihan, Tux, J Whitehouse, 64F4. I don't recognise that name. Commander Salvatore. I think Commander Arctic has just joined in there. No one's got a bounty on this scenario either, which would be fun. And I'm about to crash into the capital ship there. Whoopsie! Pay attention, crash. There we go. Isn't that ship wonderful? Look at it. It's huge. You thought the Anaconda was big. You ain't seen nothing. So I do wonder, these little fighter bays, actually, I know I said I'm going to disappear, but I keep finding things I want to oogle at and show you. But I think these were the little fighter bays, weren't they? on the outside. Oh no, these were the torpedo bays, I think. I'm just going to zoom into them. You'll see them in a second.
Shishakli asks, what keys do you use to navigate the radar panels?
At the moment, I've got it. The default ones 1, 2, and 3 on the keyboard. There is a way of doing it on the flight stick, but I think you hold the little right hand pinky finger